Hey guys, we are back and we're going to be reading some more of the official Piggy book. Ben wondered if it was too late to turn back and go home. It wasn't as if there was much waiting for him there either. He had lost track of his own family a while back. He hoped that they made it off the island before it had clocked down. There were dozens of safe spaces across the island. And Ben was confident that the grown-ups could take care of themselves, but Ben was all Ollie had. Ben had felt a rush of chills go down his spine, completely unrelated to the strange weather they were having. It seems like just a few weeks ago, everything had been so normal. Now this, Ben shook his head, clearing the spookier of his thoughts, and steeling himself for the task at hand. Aging round wood of the picker fence creaked eerily as Ben pushed his friend's gate open. Walking purposely toward the front door, he had made his journey 1,000 times before. Why did it seem so sinister tonight? Ben traipsed up the front steps, reaching out to knock gingerly on the mahogany front door, which loomed much larger than he seemed to remember. His knuckles rapped on the wood, the sound seeming to echo across the empty street. The hairs on the back of Ben's neck stood on end. He had gotten used to making as little noise as he could. "Ollie," Ben cried out in a half-whisper, not wanting to attract any unwanted infected attention. Not sure if he was expecting a... That's Ben? He was hideous. Feeling that he was being watched, that was when he saw it. Now that he had seen it, Ben was actually baffled. He had been on the lookout, had snuck up on him, but it wasn't exactly inconspicuous. Twice his height and bearing down, and quickly was one of the infected. Ben didn't know how to explain it, but the people at Lucella had started acting strangely recently. For what seemed like no reason at all, large swaths of the population had recently become violent, ill. The ones who recovered, they were different. People were saying it was a sickness, an infection, but others weren't so sure. Whatever it was turning the regular people of Lucella into monsters. It was, of course, a dilemma or something. I don't know. But wait, before we continue reading, Lucella is an island? Oh my goodness. The infected weren't worried about manners or hygiene. They only obeyed their base instinct to feed and to attack. Now Ben was face to face with one. As that Ben was infected, the creatures made a distinctive grunting sound as it raised his arms, brandishing a metal wrench. The infected was at least 8 feet. Wow, they're tall. Dressed in an ill-fitting, tattered red shirt. Its skin was pale and swollen, like it had been left in an inflatable above-ground pool overnight, and it smelled like a breakfast restaurant sink that hadn't been cleaned in weeks. Ben's instinct screamed at him to run. Its eyes bloodshot and... Hold on, how many more pages until chapter 2? Oh my... hold on. Oh my goodness, we have a lot. So I'm just gonna read this final page here, and then we'll call it for the day. Glowing red. It smelled almost overwhelming. This close, but Ben, hold on. There you go. Ben threw his hands up reflexively to defend himself, the rocks skittering across the pavement. The noise distracted the pig, and it turned its head to follow the new sound. This was Ben's chance. He couldn't overpower the infected pig, but if he got, maybe his search for his friend would not be over before it began. Ben tried to control his breath as he forced his legs to obey him this time. He scrambled to his feet, allowing himself a small age to overcome his panic. Just one more thing he would have to tell his family, and all at once he found him. If he could be one of the infected by himself, and then he could thwack! Ben's fury was interrupted by a single blow from the creature's wrench. Ben fell to the ground. His head was spinning. Ben didn't know how much time had passed. His eyes fluttered open. He groaned in response. That is the end for now. Wait. Daughter made this. Daughter made this, by the way. Get the book for yourself, guys. This is an amazing book so far. Wish it had more pictures, but it's fine.